Emma,
Oh
we
my
need to talk.
God! Guru, we need to talk.
Let's talk.
छाया आसमां में देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमां में देखो झूमता गगन ज़मीं आसमां पूछ गया है झूमता गगन आसमां मेरे झूम ले जहां ये कैसा नशा प्यार का समा वही समझ में आसमां होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा कैसा नशा होश है कहाँ होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा
Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, and this is another breaking news from the Pageant Gurus. As you know, the Times Group has given up their franchise of the Miss Universe, and now Miss Diva is no longer running it, and now it's taken over by Glam So, Anand. What does this mean for future Miss Indias competing for the Miss Universe? This is all you're gonna know, and this is the breakdown from A to Z on how it started and how it's ending and how it's probably going to go. So, Guru, why don't you tell our audience what they're going to expect in this very, very, very important episode?
Sure, Emma. In fact, this is something that we want to do a long time back, and we've got many requests. So it's on popular demand. And many of our fans and vloggers around the world want to know our opinion. But before that, Emma, it's important to say what a legacy Miss Diva organization left behind. For 11 years, one after the other, they gave us queens that were worthy to represent India at the Miss Universe pageant. So quickly, guys, let's have a look at the winning moments of our winners from 2013 to 2023. Here we go.
Of Miss Diva 2013 is contestant number 3, Missuniverse!
The winner of the Yamaha Casino. Miss Diva Universe 2014 is Leonica Lowe. Congratulations, Diana! Mansi, can I request you please? Ladies and gentlemen, our winner for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our winner of the Yamaha Casino Miss Diva Universe 2014 from Bangalore, Leonica Lowe.
Urvashi Rautela, congratulations!
Diva, Miss Universe India 2016 is contestant number 11, Rashmita Harpurte.
Nine, Shraddha Shashikant.
Yamaha Casino Miss Diva Universe 2018 is
Nehal Chitama.
contestant number 12, Nehal Chitama. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 12, Nehal Chitama. Ladies and gentlemen, Vartika Singh.
And the Liva Miss Diva Universe 2020, the winner is
Contestant number 1, Adeline Castellino.
Okay. Liva Miss Diva Universe 2020 gets the prize worth up to 12 lakhs from BCCA.
Harna Sandhu. Congratulations! The crowning of Liva Miss Diva Universe 2021, Harnas Sandhu.
And it's my honor to present to you Liva Miss Diva Universe 2022, Divita Rai.
Sharda! Shraddha, I request you to please step forward, take spotlight, as Liva Miss Diva Universe 2022. Divita Rai will pass the crown and sash to our winner, Liva Miss Diva Universe 2023.
Wow,
Wow.
what a legacy they have left behind. I mean, although we've had some fantastic winners, we've also made some very strong impressions on the world with Harnaz, Divita, and of course Adeline. How do you feel, Guru, about this entire thing that's happened that has shocked the Indian pageant community?
You know, if we look back at Miss Universe and the Indian teams that have been managing all these years, there's primarily been the Times of India group. First, it was Femina Miss India, who used to send its crowning glory, or Femina Miss India 1 used to go to Universe, and 2 used to go to Miss World. In between, they gave it up to I Am She, which was again run by Sushmita Sen, a former Miss Universe. Then we had Miss Liva Miss Diva, which was again mentored by a group of very well-known mentors, including Lara Datta. So I do feel, you know, the quality of guidance and mentorship that was given all throughout till such time were always of strong, well-prepared and experienced women, and that really helped our contestants. So I would say that, you know, I haven't seen that in Glamanand models till now. It's a new franchise and it's a new young national director, you know, I think less than 30 years of all of age, but high ambitions. And what I do see is that, you know, any organization that is given this chance hasn't really done well initially. So if we look at, you know, even Liva Miss Diva, they were trying to find their way or the formula that worked right. You know, sometimes they did a reality show, sometimes they did more like, you know, we'll give tasks and every week there will be eliminations, to a point where they started doing every, you know, different kind of, they opened it up to various contestants, and it was a proper, you know, finale with, you know, proper rounds. So it's been a mixed bag. And, you know, I just feel sad that when they had actually got the formula right, they had to leave. And, you know, it's very clear that it's Times Group that has actually stepped back because of the fact that, you know, they feel that this is not the time that they would want to send a representative from India from their franchise. Talking about, you know, the whole thing that's happening at the Miss Universe organization, the controversies, the bankruptcy, the lack of transparency. I think all of those things are making it very uneasy for them to tender this time around. But they do say that when they feel that things have sorted themselves out, they would definitely make a comeback. So that's a good thing.
But Guru, here's the thing. I felt that this is something I felt, guys, and please comment on this as well and what you think. Guru, tell me something. I felt they were on shaky ground and they were already having some apprehensions when they made an announcement prior to the Shweta Sharda's reign that they were going to have inclusion of married women and gender, you know, different genders and stuff like that. So they did, you know, they were kind of forced to do that because of the organization, and that question was put up to the contestants way before Shweta Sharda was crowned. So I felt that was a big key moment where they were not happy with that, and they were like being forced to be inclusive when they did not. When I think they knew for a fact that inclusivity, you know, inclusivity was going to be a gimmick. So I think they knew about it. So I think they put up that question to the contestants to see how they felt. And if you notice, the girls who spoke about that question, who got the question about having trans women, they were just trying to be, you know, cordial and nice. And so I think that's what happened, and they were not really buying it. They were not really happy with it. So that's why all these really difficult questions came up last year. And Shweta had a very easy question. That's why she nailed it. And I think that's why she won the competition. So I think the organization did not like the so-called fake progressiveness of Conan's Miss Universe. So that's my kind of, what I'm thinking.
Could be, but I've just seen whatever the final result has been, they have really taken all the pains and efforts to groom the girls. I
Yeah.
was when Divita was there when Harnaz won, and Divita that we saw in Miss Universe was night and day. They
Yeah.
had really groomed the team, the kind of preparation, the diction, the clothes, the national costume, and the polishing, and choosing the right girls. I think till Anne's time, till Divita, I think we were really going on an upward trajectory. And with Anne coming in, it was more of gimmick, of showing, being loud and about. And that's where we saw a change in direction. And as you rightly mentioned, they had asked, I think Shridi Shetty had asked this question about trans women. And I think it was another Shetty, I'm forgetting her name. She said, kudos to the organization for being very progressive. Of course, you had to say
Trisha, I think her name
Trisha
was.
Shetty. Yes.
She was my favorite, by the way. She's one of my favorites to win. And so that was a difficult question. And in all sincerity, a woman would we know what she would have answered, but she had to be politically correct and she did not, say what she wanted to. It's a very complicated situation. I think Miss Diva already knew that they were fed up and they were not going to take the nonsense. And the thing is, I think they know something that we don't know. Okay, this is my thing. They clearly knew something from an inside information that okay, Miss Universe is going to behave like this way. They don't want to be a part of it, so they very easily abruptly pulled out. And so I think the new and way before the scam happened, the video scam, the scandal, I mean, they kind of knew way before that this was there. So apparently, here's what I've heard in the grapevine is that this leaked video, which is not AI, Conan, we're not falling for that nonsense of being deep fake. It is real. This video was already shared with all national directors and all on franchisees around the world way before we came to know about it. So that is the gossip. And the fact is, there are more videos that were shared with them way before we knew. So is this speculation or is this real? But you know what? I would probably want to believe the conspiracy theories because I think Anne is proved to be very fake. So I think Diva has done a very good thing by taking a silent protest against the nonsense that she's doing. So I do look up to the Diva organization and I hope that they do come back. Now is the question, Guru, this wonderful legacy that they left behind. Do you think Nikhil Anand, who is Nikhil Anand, by the way? What do you think about Nikhil Anand? Do you think he can take over the reins of Miss Diva?
So it's not about taking over the reins. I think he has just won it. So we have to accept the truth. He is the national director and he will run it his way. And, just another thing that I wanted to talk about, how the Times Group and Miss Diva worked was that there was a sisterhood that, even if you were in the top 5 or top 10, they would keep tossing up these finalists again and again. And which is why we saw people like Vartika Singh or like Divita Rai who were actually appointed rather than having a proper contest because they were already grooming these girls all this while. And when there was a need, they would actually dip from this pool of talent and resources to really crown someone who's worthy. When I look at Nikhil Anand and his way, and we went through a series of, the whole social media posts and the previous contests that they have organized when it comes to the last couple of years. In fact, Glamanand celebrated its 10-year anniversary last year in 2023. So they were from 2013, they have been here. And I do believe that he is on an acquisition spree. Now if I actually see, there are about almost 8 to 9 different beauty contests that Glamanand is sending their delegates. Miss International, Miss Grand International, Miss Charm, Miss Asia Pacific, Miss Teen Diva, Mr. Universe India, Miss Cosmo India, and now Miss Universe India as well. So I do feel there is going to be concentration of power. And I do feel that Miss Universe is an organization or a brand where, it kind of attracts the kind of quality women just by its name so far. I don't know with the recent Anne's, upheaval, what's going to happen. But, when you talk of Miss Universe, people know, okay, be that kind, and it attracts that kind of talent. Having said that, it's very important what is going to be the screening process, what is going to be, how are they going to be judging these girls. It's going to be very important, because with Femina, we know, with Mr. Vineet Jain, and with Naughty Natty, and it was, that there was one lady who was actually making sure that things are there. But within Glamour, I don't know what the team is. Who are the team members? Are they worthy enough to polish them?
I have concerns. See, the pros and cons of Nikhil Anand taking over is, from what I've guessed, is that his history is what? This guy, he comes from Bihar, somewhere in UP, forgot the name. And he got into this when he was in his third year in university, and he entered the Mr. North India competition, and he was a finalist. So for him, his background is all about modeling, and it was a modeling agency. Then he got into pageantry. Then he started, acquiring companies, and he set up his own, which is doing well. So in the terms of what Kunan wants is just a model, because from her it's all business and it's like a modeling thing that she's doing. He will pick up girls that are perfect models. But a beauty pageant contestant is very different from what a model is supposed to be. The whole criteria of what they do and what they are representing. They're representing a country. They're not representing fashion or their style or something, of the individuals way they want to do whatever they want to market themselves or promote themselves. Modeling and a beauty pageant contestants are two very, very different things. I don't think Nikhil Anand knows that. That's why you'll see the girls that go for supranational are perfect models, but when they talk, I'm not so impressed. So that's the same thing. But then again, I'm concerned because you had Prachi Nagpal going there, and she was beautiful, but she had a beautiful gown. But again, her national costume was a disaster.
Nagpal, Miss Grand Puss in Boots.
I don't think the team is paying attention to what they need to do to nurture these girls to be, noticed in a beauty pageant. And then again, I will always say this: MGI is more like a modeling thing, like a modeling, reality show sort of a thing. I don't consider it a pageant because there's no advocacy. There's nothing that they actually do for charity. There's no, sort of platform that is going to propel these women to do something for the humanity or anything for that matter. It's all about business, business, business. So it's models. So yes, Nicola is going to do well in MGI. But now that Miss Universe has messed up and made her to it, I think we all know what how their
Maybe they'll do well.
is. So he will do well. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Nikhil Anand will give the model thing what Kunan wants, because now the whole Miss Universe ideology is massacred. It's dead. There is no pageant. There is no advocacy. There's nothing. It's all about business. So you know what? Maybe Nikhil Anand could get it right, and he might just get some girls who might be noticed. So, well, that's what I feel.
I think also from Anne's point of view, if she has invested in new franchises, she would want to prove why that decision was made. And as part of that, you never know, these girls might also play and place. Same thing with Mexico. They've suddenly changed from, Lupita Jones was always there, and then next day we know that she's no longer required, and we get new national franchises. And probably that's the reason why Mexico did not place. So many of the people who did not advance were actually from national directors who had to change in the next pageant. So that's an interesting viewpoint as well. Having said that, the last Miss Grand India, Archana Symbol, did extremely well. And be it her costumes, be it, her national costume, her styling was actually on point. But having said that, it's important to note that she was also a finalist at Liva Miss Diva 2020. So she had some bit of polishing from the Times Group, and there we could clearly see that glamour quotient and the pizzazz was there. So it's going to be a wait and watch.
But Guru, here's the problem. Now with all this coming up, Anne is going to want to prove everyone wrong, especially her haters, and the fact that she was exposed. So she's going to do everything to counter that. And let's say she's going to now start the whole thing back with the advocacy and we're going to go back to the pageant thing and how it operated, how when, the last time people bought it. and that was under, the IMG or the Trump era. It'll be like, okay, let's go back to something like that and let's fool people and might just get all the countries that were supposed to make it and didn't make it, and let's get them in the finals. So the gimmick will play out again at this Miss Universe, 100%, and you never know that the placements might change. So, it's right now, my question again goes back to Nicole. Can Nicole train and groom a beauty pageant contestant opposed to a model? That's again my concern, because I don't know his team. And from the pageants, I'm sorry, I'm not convinced. It's just like a modeling thing. It seems like, which is that famous saying, glad rags model hunt? It's like that,
Yeah.
I don't get beauty pageant. I don't get the Femina Miss India. I don't get that feel. That's what we need in beauty pageant. Women with substance. These women are beautiful, but I'm not sure they can perform the way or speak the way that we need them to speak on a global platform, and the whole world's watching you, and everyone's coming with some very important issue they want to talk about. Can these girls talk? I don't know. That's where my concern is with Nikhil Anand, because as of now, he just comes out as a wannabe Navat. And that's how I feel he is. Sorry to say it, guys, but in a way, let's see what happens. I am honestly not convinced either way, because right now it's become kind of I don't know the word, Guru, but I mean, the pageant itself is in a mess. We're in a mess. I'm not sure what's gonna come
Yeah.
up. No,
Like
so
a
that's
khichdi right now.
it's
Another thing to note here is that the Femina Miss India's fees is
Hmm.
5,000 rupees, whereas when it comes to Glamanand, they charge almost 7 times, which is 35,000 rupees. Though
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know whether that's a criteria that we should be too much concerned about, but I'm just trying to understand that, also from a money point of view, I think that's where Nikhil Anand had more pockets to please and to get those licenses, because it
Yeah.
was very clear how much of money can you sponsor, how much deep are your pockets. So definitely that was one more consideration why
And also,
Missuniverse,
Guru, one
uh,
second, he
favored
hasn't
that.
announced criterias, right? He hasn't, the eligibility
It-
criterias have not been announced.
Slowly they are. They said, the height criteria is 5'4". I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They're
Height
slowly
and
posting.
age is just 25. So, by the way, it's not that any age can enter. So, that's changed, by the way. FYI, it was any age group from MU, but now he said it's still the cutoff is 25. So,
Is
and
it?
weight criteria, yes, its cutoff is 25. So, I am like now, okay, so I don't think the gender equality, the gender inclusion or the marital status inclusion, age inclusion obviously been snipped. And if he's mentioning height, because before, according to Kunan, everyone can come. You're married,
But
you have babies, you're
Emma,
curvy, you're old.
you never know. Just to prove a point, Anne might actually crown a mother or a wife or a plus size woman or a trans woman in Mexico this year, just to prove a point, and that
She will
itself
do that. There's a possibility
backlash.
she'll put it in top two. Yeah, here's what she's going to do. She's going to bring it in top two. If at all an inclusion candidate comes to the finals, she will make them in top two and not give it to them. That is the ultimate that she's going to do.
That's
Because
what's
she needs the
happened.
money.
If you lose character, then it's gone for life.
Yeah.
If you lose that brand and that equity and that respect, then people just don't trust the whole process. They will
People
always say,
knew
"Hey,
all
this is
along. Yeah, people knew all along not to trust her. Then now we got proof not to trust her, 100% not to trust her. So now, no matter what she does, it's become like a wolf thing. So she, we'll never know when she really means it. This is what's happened. We'll never know when she really means it. And the fact is, we've lost faith in her because she's done so much of nonsense since she took over. And now I'm actually very concerned for young girls in India who aspire to be Miss Indias in the truest sense of what it meant to what's going to happen now. And I want to see how Nikhil Anand is going to get his grooming team up, how the judges are going to be judging these girls, or what are the criteria, what are the, I mean, yeah, if it's all about money, then again, it's the same thing. If he's increased I think that's the last post we saw, that the opening for contestants to come in. That's it. So
they're
I have
actually asking for national directors."
yeah, and
Maybe Emma, we should go for
we should
and
go. You know
request
what?
for
We should
a national
actually be like,
director.
Nikhil, let's help you, because I do feel that he has a vision. He's got a passion. But I think with the right, we can also give him some direction.
The
We
method. Yeah,
should
why
actually
not?
speak to him. We should. Why should we not? And I think we should and say, you know what,
Okay, we'll tag
give
him
us
in
a
this and
chance.
see what happens. We'll keep our viewers posted. We'll tag Nikhil Anand and we'll see what he has to
Yeah,
say.
guys, tell us if you think the pageant crews can actually help Nikhil Anand steer in the right direction when it comes to finding perfect Miss India. Do let us know, and also let us know what do you think about Nikhil Anand coming in as the new franchisee for Miss India, and do you think he's gonna make it, or do you think he's gonna completely break the whole thing together and it's gonna go down? What do you want to see in the new Miss Indias? Are you okay with the new criteria that have been put up from MU? Or do you know, or do you want to go back to the old-fashioned, straightforward, rich, what's that word? Wholesome competition that used to take part. Do you miss
I
that,
just
guys?
wish that they can have, proper scores. I think if they had scores by judges, it would have been so much more cleaner.
That's how
And
it was always
she
done.
had
And
asked, she had said that she will bring back the scores, and if she would have, things would have been very different today. Just because she doesn't have the proof.
it's again, Guru, it's all about her, eye washing. It's just like an eye wash. She's like, yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that, and this is gonna happen. The jet's gonna come out, the water is gonna come out, the cosmetics are gonna come out. All nonsense. I mean, ugh, none of it is making any sense or relevance to beauty pageant fans who want to see a proper competition, who want to see their country progress. Every country in the world has a right to root for the country to win and should get a deserving chance to win. Okay, that's why you'll always see me. When I pick my top 10, top 20, there'll be always the underdogs, always the countries that nobody notices. I'll be the one putting it up because you know what? I want to see the underdogs win, and that's like I get so happy. So, and they are the obvious winners. I'm like, yeah, what about the ones we never noticed before? So that's where I get really, really peeved when I see such scams and such rigging going on in competitions, especially in beauty pageants. You have them in sports everywhere. But this is one place I thought it'll never happen, but it's happening. So it's sad because
It
women are
is.
putting so much
It is
effort
sad.
into it. And I just can only hope and pray that let's see what Nikhil Anand comes up with. As of now, 50-50 for me.
It
And
is important that he actually, if he wants the right quality of girls, because of the way Miss Universe is currently going through so much of stress, and with this new
yeah,
management, my view
yeah,
would be if he actually showcases and gets a very important or a very well-reputed core team that has that experience. Okay, you might not have the experience, but you can get the best. You might not be, as a leader, you don't need to have knowledge of everything, but if you can scout for the right talent and make that team work well, why not? If you can get
it definitely is
important team,
because
why
I
not?
think we know from you're very right. Those who can't do teach, or those who can't do it themselves, they hire as well, right? That's the same thing you see.
True.
And what I feel is that Nikhil himself is really poor in English. He cannot communicate. He I don't even like his dressing sense. I'm not sure if he's the right person to be styling or suggesting or guiding a contestant, but he can hire a fantastic team to do it. And if he has the vision, this is what I want to know. What is his vision that he sees for the new Miss Indias and the
True.
ideologies that he's going to do? This is what I'm concerned about, because it doesn't really matter what he is like. He might be whoever
True.
he is, but the right team, the right guidance, the right people, hire the best. Hire
So
the
I
best
have
of
hope.
everything,
I have slight hope here. I'll tell you why. Because 2 years back or last year, Zoya Afroz went to Miss International, and her final gown was designed by our most lovely
Hemant. Oh,
Saisha.
Saisha.
Yes.
Saisha is amazing. Okay, although her style herself is not so good, but I love Saisha Shinde gowns. Oh my God, what a wardrobe she put up for her Naz. I mean, during the preliminary, that blue bow thing. Oh my God, this color, by the way, it was powder blue. Oh my God, she nailed every look. And I think, see, that's what you get the right team. Even if you're not sure, get the right team. I mean, if Nikhil Anand, you're watching, I don't know, but by any luck, if you're watching, get the right team, get the right people to nurture these girls, groom these girls, and you got a winner, hands down. And you have passion that is needed. Is needed, and we see it from your history, from how you started to everything. We see that passion in you. Time to upgrade, time to revamp, and you know what? Because it's very different from Supranational to Miss
True,
Universe.
true. So if
So
he's
you
planning a
want to
copy
do it.
paste of,
Yeah.
if he's planning a copy paste of his existing team, that's certainly not going to
It's
work.
not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You cannot have your MGI team grooming your Miss Universe girls.
The thing is that
Absolutely
they're going to
not.
they're having separate pageants for Universe
I
and Grand, which I'm glad. You know, they're having two separate, because the ideologies, the criteria, and the girls that want to be in these pageants are very different. So that's a smart
hope
move, and
he realizes
that's
that.
good.
I hope he realizes the huge vast difference between MGI and Miss Universe, and he should not rely on the fact that he has been successful in MGI somewhat. He has put up some good girls, beautiful girls there, but it's not gonna work here. So he needs to understand that the fans are gonna be, they're gonna scrutinize him on every little thing, every little detail. So he has to be very certain he knows what he's doing. He's not done a proper pageant. Well, this is. So,
And one
well,
more thing, I think Nikhil Anand should thank Liva Miss Diva because of the recent wins and the girls that have been doing well ever since Nehal Chudasama in 2018. The interest of Miss Universe in India is on the rise. You know, there was a time where people were not bothered about Miss Universe. It was all about Miss World. But because of Harnaz, Adeline, Vartika, Nehal, as well as Shweta, people now are having interest. Girls want to be a part of Liva Miss Diva. It's sad that we don't have Universe being sent through that competition. But then this is the advantage of Nikhil, where there's a captive audience that really want to participate in Miss Universe. So it's about the team, it's about the vision, it's about how you nurture them, and of course, all about training and grooming and fashion quotient. So yeah, I think lots to do, and he has to prove himself. I think he's taken on a big mantle. It's a big national responsibility. I think it's his first major pageant, if I may say. So it'll be important to see how it pans out, and we're obviously always there to support the girls. Do reach out to us. And in fact, in our last video, we saw a lot of positive feedback, a lot of comments. Sorry guys, not being having the time to view, but I will normally we'll go through all of them and respond. Thank you so much for all the love and blessings that you have showered on us, and we look forward to more feedback in this one as well.
Absolutely, Guru. It's been so overwhelming. We had no idea that you guys would be so proactive with us, and you're engaging with us, you're sharing your views, and we love that. And well, this is another very important issue for all Indian pageants fans, as well as global as well, because a lot of countries love India, as we love a lot of other countries as well. So do let us know, what do you think about Nikhil Anand? Are you happy with it? Are you not fully convinced? Because I'm not fully convinced. So let me know what you guys think. Let Guru and us tell us how you feel about it, what changes you want to see in the pageant, or you're going to be happy with the way he operates MGI. Do you think it's going to work for the new Miss Universe? Let us know, guys. So, well, this is pretty much it for this episode, because we have tried to cover as much as we could, whatever information we could get about Nikhil Anand. It's a little tricky, because he has just he really is difficult to kind of follow, because he is like probably only done pageants like these shows, internationals and things like that. You don't see much about him being written. Now I think Guru for a fact is taking a Miss Universe. You're gonna see a lot more articles on him. You're gonna see a lot more bios on him, because people want to know him. So this is when he's
I
really.
just hope he doesn't become the Anne of Miss India. He's
Yeah,
there because he wants to be in the limelight. He uses the girls, and he's basically becoming the forefront.
Because
so I hope
he
that's not
never was in the forefront. He never got that much of media exposure. So if you look at the ratio of how many articles that are there on him, you're not going to find much. So now is the time when he's really going to be noticed. So we're really going to see who this guy is, what's he all about. If you guys know something about him that we don't, let us know, share with us, engage with us. And well, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button to be notified on our upcoming videos, because we're going all Miss World next week, and it's just a week to go, Guru. Are you excited?
Yeah, 1 week. I'm super excited. I'm nervous. I hope they put up a great show. These girls are rehearsing. I still need to see how the final show is going to be, how the stage is going to be. Oh my God, it's actually happening. It's been a great festival so far. So guys, that'll be our next important and very well researched video
Yes,
that will be
and we're
about
gonna
the
give you
World
the
Festival.
complete. It's gonna be an in-depth review on the Miss World happenings. We're gonna tell you everything about what happened, who's being noticed, who's not being noticed, who's probably our favorites for now before we get to the finals, and of course, who is not shining at all. And we were kind of concerned about Miss India when she did not make it through the interview round. Remember, I was quite concerned that she didn't break that. So that kind of
Okay, Emma, I think we should leave that to our episode. I think
I'm not
that's
talking about
enough.
it. Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
let's
No,
stop
no.
and
That
then we
requires a dedicated episode. So all the very best. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And signing off from the Pageant Gurus. Have a wonderful week, and we shall see you very soon.
take care, guys. Stay safe and mwah! Shukriya.
Shukriya.